Hey everyone, it's Tima. Welcome back to my channel, Cooking Health with Tima, and I'm Tima. For our broth, we're going to use 2 tablespoons of the season that we use. We're going to need about 3.5 cups of water, half of an onion, and then a nice little slice of some fresh ginger here. And this is all going to go inside the pot. Here's where our season comes into play for our dough. For our wheat meat now. So we're going to take about a tablespoon of it. And we're gonna work this into this. So this is a seasoning our dough now. Actually, it's not dough anymore. This is gluten. It's all gluten. I'm gonna put it down there and then just roll it all into it. And you want to get this all through it real nice. And it's really important that you season your gluten that we just made up really good. It's the season that makes the flavor, just as if you was doing this with meat. It's always a flavor. But if you just had some meat that wasn't cooked, I mean not cooked but wasn't seasoned, and you went to bite into it, you'd be like, oh gosh. Same thing with this. So that's why your seasoning is important. Alright, so I'm gonna knead this a little bit more. And then I'm gonna get my cheesecloth and bring it over. I'm going to sit this inside of the refrigerator. I'm going to turn my broth off. I'm going to sit this inside of the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. I'm going to let it sit up before I put this inside of the broth. Now here's my my homemade wheat gluten inside of my broth. It's all seasoned up inside of my broth. So instead of wrapping this one up, I didn't I just put it on inside of my broth because I wanted you guys to see what this is going to be looking like. But you want to wrap it up in your cheesecloth. So you wrap up your wheat meat inside of your cloth, and then you're going to take this and you'll put it down inside of your broth. But I skipped over this step so I can show you something else. So this is a piece of the wheat meat wrapped inside of a corn husk, and then I'll set this inside of the broth, and I will let it cook down until the broth is almost gone. Then I'll show you what this one is going to be like. Now you want to boil your broth, and then but before you put this in, you want to turn it down to a simmer. So this has been sitting inside of my broth for maybe about 20 minutes. Right, so now I'm flipping this over, and you see how it's sitting up really good. Okay, so I'm doing it with one hand, and I'm gonna have to put my camera down so it won't splash all over, because I gotta do this with two hands. But you see how this is sitting up really good. So I'm gonna put my camera down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and flip it on over. Okay, so it's flipped over, and you see how my broth has is dissolving out of here. So that's what you want. Now the reason that you want to wrap your wheat meat up inside of the cheesecloth, because cheesecloth is going to help it to retain its shape. So if you rolled it, if you put it in a square, whatever, when you roll it up inside of that cheesecloth, the cheesecloth again will allow it to hold its shape. Now you see how just about all of the broth has evaporated. Now look, you see that it's pretty rubbery. It still is hot down there, so I'm not about to try to take this up. So I'll take it up once it's cooled down a little bit, and then I'm gonna put it inside of a plate. All right, now here it is out of the frying pan. See this? So now what I'm gonna do is fry it on both sides, just to brown it up a little bit more on both sides in the skillet. Now if you want to, you can take yours and just slice off a few pieces and then fry it up. But I like to just take the entire thing and fry it up, or I'll put it inside of my rotisserie, or I'll put it on my grill for a few seconds. Use the broth to keep it moist on both sides. So this is going on the skillet. Now we're going to start assembling our sandwich. So I put my sauce inside of a jar. Now I'm just going to take some of it out of the jar and put it down on my bread. So I'm going to put a few more pieces on here. Yeah, just one more. Yes, I want to put just a little bit more sauce on it. Alright you all, I am all done, and I can't wait to tear into this. And I want to say thank you for tuning in again to one of my videos, my mock meat sandwich, well, my mock meat roast sandwich. Bye. Here's my ebook here. It's called Ancestral Roots, Herbs, and Spices.